Well, hello everybody. Here we are, DJI Mini 3 Pro on a windy June day. We can get out of this fog, that's what it'll be. Anyway, there's the landing mat, takeoff mat. As you can see from the grass, the wind is blowing today. When I started out, it was blowing about 10 miles an hour, but by the time I got up to where I wanted to fly at, it was blowing 15 to 20. So that's what we're doing today. It's going to be a short flight. I didn't have a full battery. I only had about 40% battery, so we'll take it out and see how Thelma Lou is going to do in the wind today. So we're flying head on into the wind here. Maybe we're flying south, due south, and I think the wind is just a little south-southeast, so. But we'll see how she does. A lot of times she doesn't like a sideways wind because it causes her camera some problems. So we'll see how it goes today. Anyway, we're trying not to drift too far. I actually did a flight before this, and I thought I had plenty of battery on that one, but I had forgot I hadn't charged that battery. So when I took off, I only had like 30% of battery. So that was a very short flight that is, excuse me, isn't going to make it on YouTube. So we're up. We're at altitude now. Yeah, we're headed due south. It's about 80 degrees out, and like I said, winds are 20 plus. They'll go down to 15, but then they'll pop back up. So we're going to see how she handles. We're not going to go too far. I think we're going to fly out to that horse ranch out there in the upper part of your screen, and we're going to turn around and come back. Things have greened up tremendously. I don't see any game in the field, wild turkeys or anything else like that, but they're usually out there strutting along the edge of those fields and feeding along those field edges. So the wind is not bothering Thelma Lou too bad. She does real well. She does a little bit better than her sister, Peggy Sue, which is the Mini 2 Pro. The Mini 3 Pro with Thelma Lou. She just handles the wind just a skoshie bit better. Not a whole lot, but Peggy Sue definitely has her beat on range. That's for sure. And the range on the Mini 3 Pro has gone down a little bit, it seems, since the last couple firmware updates. Not sure. I have flown the same route many times and lost a couple thousand feet in the last couple firmware updates, so don't know what that's all about. Anyway, she seems to be handling the wind real well. This is I don't know if they breed horses here, but I know they have all kinds of horse riding and events. They have rodeos here, all kinds of things. I don't see anything out. I don't see. Yeah, there's a horse right there. I did see one horse anyway. So there's a couple of horses. I see several horses now. I see a guy riding a horse there. We're way, way, way far above them, so we won't bother them at all. And we're going to go to the right of them anyway. So I want to just take a look at this. We'll spin here to the left a little bit. Definitely head onto the wind now, and we're going to keep spinning. We're going to go parallel to the wind now and see if it affects the camera any at all. We're shooting in 4K 30 frames a second. We've got an ND8 filter on today. Not much of a filter as far as darkness, but I don't need any motion blur, so it's serving my purpose just fine. There's that $1 million home. That's sure neat looking. I had the right idea putting that circle driveway in, didn't he? Pretty neat. We'll fly over that. Now we're going to catch a tailwind. And Thelma Lou will have no problem getting back now, even though, like I said, the battery is in the 30% range once she gets a tailwind. That's why I like to fly out head first into the wind and if there's any remote chance that I won't make it back, you know, it's always good to have a tailwind. You'd be surprised just how much range that you get coming back with that tailwind when it's not struggling, you know, to fly against the wind. I could see the battery actually dropping, flying into the wind. But on the way back, she is moving. I'm thinking she's doing 24, 25 miles an hour with this wind, with no problem at all. There's another $1 million home with a nice little lake this guy's got. You guys have seen it before. A real rough life for sure. If you can get work like that, get it. Oh, I'd like to throw a line in there. I'll bet you there's some nice bass in that lake. Catfish. All the good fish to eat. You may even have some crappie in there. Anyway, okay, well, we're catching the tailwind now, and I can see where I want to go. So we're going to come this way, and then we're going to drift back off to the left here, fly back up this hill, and we'll be right back where we started. And I think she's handling real well into the wind. Well, like I said, when we left, the wind wasn't blowing 10 miles an hour, but when we got to where we wanted to take off from, the wind was really blowing hard, and then it would stop. I wouldn't stop it, you know, it dropped 10 miles an hour, then back up to 20 plus, and then just up and down, up and down. Here we go. We'll fly over this lake and see what's going on here. This little pond this guy's got here. Nice little pond. I don't see anybody fishing in it today. So there's our road. Exactly where we want to be. I see myself right now, or I see whoever's flying this right now. So we'll drift here. So we're losing some altitude here. Breeze on the right. Sounds like a song, Stuck in the Middle with You. Everybody's leaving. They must know I'm coming in. Anyway, boom, down below this tree here. And we'll land. Everybody try to treat each other nice. Use the golden rule. It always works best. Treat others the way you want to be treated. And the wind blew us off the pad a little bit. We got on the pad, but she tipped over into the grass a little bit here at the last second. A little gust of wind came up and caught her, so you'll probably see that. Take care. We'll have some more content for you soon. Appreciate you all watching. Here we go. Boom.